So, what I know for sure is that we are living in completely separate realities. Um, when I got some understanding of the illusory nature of my thought, I realized it's at some level that, okay, everybody is seeing the world in a different way because they have a different flow of invisible thought that I can't see that's going through their head. So I had an idea, okay, we're all kind of seeing the world in a different way, and that made common sense to me. But there's one situation that happened one time that really gave me even more clarity about how differently each of us sees the world. I was talking with my husband one day about my fears, that I'd had all these ridiculous little fears all my life that stopped me from doing things or gave me discomfort, and I made them into much bigger things than they were. I caused myself a lot of suffering. So things like I had a discomfort of returning a bad meal at a restaurant, and I felt that was a fear, and I felt I should be able to return it, and because I wasn't, it was, something wrong with me. Or if I bought a product at a store, I didn't want to return it because I had some discomfort about doing that. And I made that into a fear. And so there was something wrong with it. And if I go into a group of people that I don't know and I have to make polite conversation, that gave me some discomfort, and therefore it was a fear. And it was another thing, though. Well, you should be able to do this. Other people do it. What's the matter with you? So I was telling him about all these fears. Oh my God, I've had all of them all my life, and I've caused myself so much suffering. It was all made up from the flow of my thinking. And so it occurred to me in that moment to ask him, well, so I've got all these fears. What fears do you have? Now, I have asked him that before in the past, and he's always said to me that he doesn't have any fears. And always in the past, I just dismissed it. Because of course people have fears. He's just in denial, you know. And so, but this time, when he said, well, I don't have any fears, I didn't dismiss it. I thought, you know what? I think he's being serious. Like, I think he really doesn't think that he has any fears. And I couldn't compute. It didn't make any sense to me because, of course, everybody's got fears. So I said to him, well, of course you have fears. You don't like to return stuff to the store. You don't like to return bad meals at a restaurant. You don't like to go into a crowd of people and have to make polite chit chat. Isn't that fear? And when he said the following thing, it just blew my mind. He said, that's not fear. That's just something I don't want to do. And my head kind of exploded because in that moment I realized, oh, just a simple word like fear, and I had created this whole idea of what a fear was, and he had something in his mind that was completely different. So we were both having the same experience of discomfort in those three situations. I saw it as fear, something wrong, something broken, something I need to fix, something I need to do. And he just saw it as, well, something he doesn't want to do. And so I realized, oh my God, that's just one word, fear. And we have all sorts of conversations all day long using lots more words than just fear. And so I realized, wow, sometimes I wonder even now, how do we even communicate at all? Because every single word likely means something completely different to him than it does to me. Plus, I have no idea what's going on through his head. So it makes me wonder how we even communicate at all, but we do. So I know there's something underneath besides the craziness that appears in our heads, that allows us to continue to have that connection. But it's just so clear to me, and it is such a big insight that keeps coming back every time we disagree about something, or every time, I get caught up in whatever with him, that, oh, okay, he might as well be on a different planet because we're not living in the same world at all.